Quiet on set, please. I'm going to have to start again now. Take two. Hello and good evening, everyone. Hope you're all well and having fun. It's a rather foul night outside. It's coming up, just coming up to, what is it, 8 o'clock, I think, around that time. We're going to have a scent war. I promised I'd get around to doing this, and now I'm going to do it. I just had to figure out which ones we're going to feature. So, without further ado, let me introduce the scents. We have Victoria's Secret Teas, Victoria's Secret Citrus Lily, Victoria's Secret Vibrant Breeze, and Victoria's Secret Coconut Passion. And they're going up against Fleur de Blanc, Jo Malone, Wood, Sage and Sea Salt Cologne, and Fugazi Purple and Fugazi Parfum 1. Now, these last four featured in the Look Fantastic fragrance calendar, which I unboxed earlier. Was it this month or last month? One of the two. So if you had to look back at those, you would have seen them. So they're fairly new scents on the market, as it were. And as I say, they're going up against Victoria's Secrets. So let's get straight into it. So the first one is this rather elegant looking bottle with a nice stopper. It's pink. It's Victoria's Secret Teas. It's sugar flower. So I'm expecting it to be sweet. Now, to put a myth to bed, you don't have to wear a specific perfume at a specific time of year. I'm just reiterating this. You can wear whatever perfume you want to wear at whatever time of the year you want to wear it. Same with aftershave. All you do is you change the way you wear it. That's all you do. So instead of using in the summer, because we sweat more than we do in the winter and the autumn, in the summer you don't have to put as much on. You can layer it. In the winter, because our skin dries out that much quicker, if you add it to your clothes as well as to the pulse points, so it's behind the ears, the neck, the wrists, back of the knee, for the ladies, you could, as long as it's on your clothes, there, it will last longer in the autumn and winter months. That's a fact. I just thought I'd reiterate that to you. So let's get into this. So Victoria's Secret Teas. So this is a sweet one. So we're gonna have a smell, and I'll give my verdict on it. So here we go. I don't know what this is like because I haven't actually tried it before. So here we go. There we go. Oh, it's very sweet. Hence the name Sugar Fleur, as it says there. You can see there, Sugar Fleur. Yeah, that's very nice. That I would think that would be a summer fragrance, because it's very light, but it's very sweet as well. So it would linger for a long time. Okay, that's it's very pleasant. It's not overpowering, which is good. You know it's there, but it's not overpowering. It doesn't make you sort of like Poison would. If you remember Poison from back in the day, that was so strong it sort of knocked you for six. Anyway, yeah, very nice. Victoria's Secret Teas. It certainly is a tease. That's the first one. Okay, next one we have here is Citrus Lily. So Citrus Lily. I'm expecting a floral fragrance. So let's have a look at this one. Just spray it. Yeah, as I thought. It's interesting. It's a mist, this one. So it's one that you would spray thusly over you. It's a mist. It's rather an attractive looking container, isn't it? A nice bottle. Bits of glitter there and gold. Citrus lily. So it's a little bit fruity. So you've got hints of tangerine and orange in there. Maybe black pepper somewhere. And lily. So it's a little bit flowery, but not too much. It's a mixed together. Yeah, it's rather a pleasant scent. Equally as nice as teas. So yeah, it's very nice. So it's a mixture of fruity and floral. It's very light as well. So it's probably a summer into autumn fragrance. So that's Victoria's Secret Citrus Lily. Now we have Victoria's Secret Vibrant Breeze. So I think Vibrant Breeze speaks for itself. So I'm expecting, again, I did try this outside the other day. I'm expecting it to be exactly what it says. The smell of the sea air, but in a nice way, not in a horrible way, in a nice way. So let's see what happens. So we actually have an interesting combination there. There's salt. It's reminiscent of a beach, actually. So very interesting, that one. What else do we have in there? It's very beachy, slightly woody, I think, as well. So this is an autumn fragrance. It's certainly different. It's neither floral nor fruity nor sweet. It reminds me of the beach. Interesting fragrance, that one. That sort of I would put that sort of in its own category, I think. Interesting. Now we have Victoria's Secret Coconut Passion. Again, this is a mist, as are they all. So it's one that you would spray thusly around. So let's try the Coconut Passion. I'll try it on my wrist, actually. There we are. Oh, wow. Yeah. I've got to be careful of nose blindness because it is a thing. Just to explain again what that is. If you if you are used to smelling in a certain way, but you all of a sudden are bombarding your nasal cavity with different senses, as I am here, because that's the whole point of a scent war, so I can make my mind up as to which is horrible, which is nice. There's a point where you become blind to your own scent, so you can no longer smell anything. And I've got to be careful of that, not to do that. It's called nose blindness, and it is a thing. So I've got to be very careful that then you just can't smell anything apart from well, you can't smell anything. It's called nose blindness. Well, the coconut there is incredibly strong. It's almost like you're putting on suntan oil, actually. Well, it says coconut passion, so yeah, it's predominantly coconut. Maybe slightly sweet in there as well, but it's predominantly coconut, as it says there. So it's nice. Yeah, it's one that you would wear to the beach, most definitely. So this is a summer fragrance. Yeah, it's very nice. So moving along, we're now come to Fleur de Blanc. This is an autumn into winter fragrance. Fleur de Blanc. It's it featured in the fragrance calendar. Look fantastic fragrances. So let's give it a try. So it's called Fleur de Blanc, as you can see. We'll give it a try. So I'll spread it into the cup. Well, so Fleur de Blanc is flower of blonde, of blonde. Because my French is pretty good. So flower of blonde. And it is very floral there. Predominantly floral. You've got there's what else we got in there? Flower is slightly woody, but predominantly floral. Floral with a hint of it's sort of woody as well. It's not too strong. It lets you know that it's there. It's not too strong. Yeah, I'd put that. I'd say it's rather nice. It's one it's not overpowering. It's nice. So it's Fleur de Blanc. It's quite a simple scent actually. There's not a lot to it, but that's nice because it's not. If you have too much, sometimes it can be overpowering, way overpowering. So that's Fleur de Blanc. Then we have Jo Malone, again featured in the fragrance calendar. This is wood sage and sea salt. This is a cologne. So it's Jo Malone. It's a rather nice glass container with a stopper. So let's try this one. I'm also seeing if there's any change from when I tried it originally, which was when I did the unboxing. But often a different atmosphere, a different room, a different time of year, it can make all the difference. Oh yeah, that's yeah. Well, it says wood, sage, and sea salt, and that's exactly what it is. Wood, sage, and sea salt. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Yeah, it's okay. You know, it's one that again I think that you would wear in the evening, or really whenever you want to wear it. It's a very nice scent. Jo Malone, wood sage and sea salt. Very nice. And now we come to Fugazi. This is purple. Now this again featured in the fragrance calendar that I unboxed. So look fantastic. So let's just give this a shot. Right. Pulse points. Often the best way. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Yeah. It's sweet, but it's very sophisticated sweet. You've got some fruit there. You've got some wood, some flour. As far as the notes are concerned, these sort they tend to have strong top notes. When you get into the heart notes, they have just a hint of something, and then you have the bottom notes. Woody, it's very nice though. Not too strong. That's purple, Fugazi purple. Yeah, it's really nice. Really nice scent. The Fugazi range, they're it's quite sophisticated perfume, and what they just tweak it just a little bit. It's not too different each time. They just tweak it just a little bit, but they stay safe. That they tend to they don't play around too much with their scents. They tend to stick in the same areas. They just tweak it a little bit here and a little bit there, but predominantly the scent is the same. Sometimes it's slightly warmer, sometimes it's slightly floral, sometimes it's slightly fruity, but not too much. Just subtle changes. So let's try this one out. Oops, a daisy! I've literally just taken the lid off. I do apologise. I'm just going to put quick repair job. There we are. Right. So let's just give that a go. Yeah. Yeah. So it's slightly different from the purple. Slightly different. Slightly more floral as opposed to woody. Only slightly. It's just a slight difference in the colours and the flavourings there. But two very nice scents. Again, now to pick my favourite. My favourite, I think, because it is such a tease. I was giving you a hint straight away. Out of all of them, the absolute favourite, I think, would be Victoria's Secret Tease, because it teases you. It in a way that the flavour, it's sweet, but it's one that will be well remembered. You put it on, you know it's there, but it's not overpowering. And it's a nice, pleasant. So it's not one of those that you would sniff and go, ooh, horrible. You know, it's one that you would sniff and go, very nice, very nice. I would liken it to in the same way that my wife likes Calvin Klein on me. I have Calvin Klein. Well, I have CK1, and I have CK Into You. I wear both, but at the moment I prefer the CK1 is a classic scent. As Victoria's Secret's perfumes are very very feminine in the same way. CK Into You is a very masculine scent, if you will, in the same way that this is a very feminine scent. It's masculine, but it draws itself back as well, and it's very sweet, and sweet and subtle, but it has it's got a scent that makes you want to come back for more. It's classic. Calvin Klein's are always classic. You can't go wrong. So in the way that Calvin Klein does that, Victoria's Secret that is extremely feminine. You know, they're very pretty scents, very sweet scents, but I hesitate on using the word sexy. I do, because it's feminine. as opposed as opposed to it's nice. Because if I use that's the word sexy, you're going down a different avenue. It may make a person feel that way, but that's not how I would interpret it. I would interpret it as it's a very feminine scent, a lovely scent. Yeah, so Victoria's Secret teas. That's my favourite from this particular scent war. What's the worst one? If there is a worst one, if I'm going to choose my least favourite, I have to say it's probably Victoria's Secret Vibrant Breeze, because it's different. It's not horrible, but it's my least favourite. It doesn't do much for me. Yeah, so I think Vibrant Breeze is my least favourite there. The others are very nice. Citrus Lily, very nice. Coconut speaks for itself. And the Jo Malone and Fleur de Blanc, in their own way, they're very subtle. Very simple fragrances, very subtle, very nice. And Fugazi as well are both very nice as well. And I would recommend them all year round. You know, you can wear whatever you want. It's your choice. But would I recommend you buying any of these? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Particularly the Victoria's Secrets teas, Citrus Lily, and I would also recommend the Jo Malone's, very nice as well. There's a very good range of Jo Malone, and Fleur de Blanc. They're very simple, very elegant fragrances. Very nice, I think. So there we are. Hope you enjoyed that particular scent war. These are always a lot of fun for me to do, because sometimes I get new ones, like I did tonight, and I try them at different times of year. When you try them at different times of year, sometimes they do smell. They give a different smell, a different effect. If you try them outside, as I did the other night for my Halloween scent war, it's a different effect on the nose as well. Nose is very important to avoid nose blindness. You have to be very careful how you smell them and where you smell them. But it does matter. It does change the way your sense of smell reacts according to the month of the year, and it does change. It really does. Trust me. Anyway, that'll do for this particular scent war. Hope you enjoyed it. Plenty more to come where as we go forward. Plenty more home vlogs to come, and plenty more Disney content to come as well. I'm going to take a short break, and I will see you in a little while. Be kind. Kindness always repays kindness, and I'll see you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.